You are going to hate me for this video. Not even halfway through, you're just gonna comment and you're gonna say how I'm a terrible person or how I'm this kind of guy, no matter how long I explain or how much effort I put into explaining. So the reason I'm making this video is because if I can reach one person, at least one person, then all of this would have been worth it. So this video is about the most controversial subject or topic in the entire world, in my opinion. That and the Middle East, but that's for another video. So anyway, I am of course talking about pedophiles. I was just like you. When I heard the word pedophile, I was like, oh, he's sick in the head. They should all be terminated. They should all be executed like in the Holocaust. Fuck them to death. But then one day I came across a video that was documenting Todd Nickerson, who is a self-admitted pedophile, and he's part of a forum that's called Virtuous Pedophiles. Their main purpose, I believe, are three things. 1. Prevent kids from getting raped. 2. Provide support for people who may think they are a pedophile so that they may get treatment and learn to live with this condition. 3. Raise awareness about what pedophilia really is and try to reduce the stigma that's attached to it. So when you look at the dictionary, pedophilia means solely the attraction towards kids. It doesn't mean that every pedophile rapes kids. And pedophiles don't have some sort of abnormal tendencies to rape kids. It's just an attraction. Just like there's an attraction to a man and a woman. Not saying it's equal. I'm just saying in that sense, it's the same. So now you're probably thinking, this guy supports pedophiles. This guy's probably a pedophile himself. And I'm just sick and tired of hearing these comments because I'm not supporting pedophiles. The only reason this subject is so important to me is because I'm trying to reduce the amount of kids getting raped. If these guys are really sick and they really do want to get help, why not help them? Why do we want to shun them in the corner and just ignore that they exist when we can actually help them and prevent more and more kids from getting raped? This is the only solution. People are born this way. No one chooses to be a pedophile. Why would someone choose to be part of one of the most hated groups in the world? It doesn't make any sense. It's a condition people are born with and something people are struggling with, just like any other mental illness. My best friend was raped, but I don't know if it was a pedophile or just a predator or what his deal was. I believe if he got the proper treatment, then it probably wouldn't have happened. Because people who are pedophiles, they know the stigma that's attached to that word. So they're afraid to come out to anyone because they're afraid of being judged or hated on and for something that they didn't even choose. And I just think that's really sad. That's the main reason why that's one of the main reasons why I support the Virtuous Pedophiles group, because they're not trying to rape kids. They're trying to get better and reduce the amount of kids getting raped. And if that's not the solution to pedophilia, then what is? Just shooting them one by one, just lining them up, just shooting them one by one? That's a solution? Why do they not deserve to get help? Just like any other person with a mental illness. They made a forum. They're saying, we didn't choose to be this way. We want to get better. We want to tell you that there is a difference between a pedophile and a child predator. Not all predators are pedophiles. Not all pedophiles are predators. Okay, that was a bit of a tongue twister. But let me read you a real life quote that they have on their homepage. Listen to this. I'm a 20-year-old man who has been trying to deal with an attraction to young girls since I was 13. Women just don't interest me. I wish with all my soul that I could have a brain that's wired normally. I know that I can never act on what I feel, but I need to speak to a therapist because I don't think I can get through this on my own. But if I talk to a therapist, he could report me because I have to talk about my attraction to young girls. I don't know whether he would or not, and don't even know how to go about getting more information. Even the friendships I have are in danger of falling apart because I just can't keep saying I'm fine and I can't talk to anyone about my problem. I think about suicide a lot. That's the end of the quote. And what Verped continues to say is, anonymous pleas like this show up constantly on the web. This man is a heartbreakingly anxious example of what we call a virtuous pedophile. Virtuous because he is not going to do anything with a real child. We too are virtuous pedophiles, and there are a great many of us. Though few people know of our existence, to admit our condition is to invite suspicion, hatred, and social outracism. That was it? Virtuous doesn't mean we think we're better than the average person, just that we're not worse. We do not choose to be attracted to children, and we cannot make that attraction go away. But we can resist the temptation to abuse children sexually, and many of us present no danger to children whatsoever. Yet we are despised for having a sexual attraction that we did not choose, cannot change, and successfully resist. Alright, this is pretty long, so I'm just going to skip to the end. The goals of our organization are to reduce the stigma attached to pedophilia by letting people know that a substantial number of pedophiles do not molest children, and to provide peer support and information about available resources to help pedophiles lead happy, productive lives. Our highest priority is to help pedophiles never abuse children, exactly what I said. We hope you will explore our website with an open mind. Alright, so this is their website. This is all they say. So if you want to read it for yourself, go to verped.org. So my point is, I don't support pedophiles. I support human beings. I will never support the act of an adult having sexual contact with another child. I will never support that idea, and neither do they. They are dedicated to never molesting any kid ever. Ever. That is their main goal, to reduce that number. So why hate them? I see that there's no cure to pedophilia. This is the best solution I see to the problem. So why hate them? It's not a choice. The reason I'm making this video is because I'm not a pedophile. It's because this is one of the biggest injustices that I've ever seen. We learn to accept gays, straights, lesbians, pan, whatever. But the only difference is we can't support pedophilia, of course, because it's sexual contact with a kid, which is illegal. But we can support them in the way that they get help and they don't have sex with kids, obviously. All we need is a tiny bit more open-mindedness and to not jump to the conclusion that just because someone is a pedophile, they're a terrible person. That's just not true. Child rape is terrible, but having the attraction that they can't choose to have is not terrible. I mean, it is terrible they have it, but they're not terrible people for having it because they can't control it and they don't choose to have it. What I want you to take away from this video is be more open-minded. You're going to hate on me and you're going to call me all these names that aren't true because they're immature. But to those who don't do that, I thank you. This might be our only solution to child molestation. Let's keep an open mind about it. Thanks for watching.